Hey guys, welcome back to another video where I try to give you some advice on how to ace your next interview. This video is a combination of a few of my other videos that I did over the past 2-3 months. This is just a more condensed version of them. I will be leaving the links to all of the videos that I will be mentioning today in the video description. So be sure to check them out because in those videos I give details on every single tip that I'm going to be mentioning today. But before we talk about that, if you're new to the channel, my name is Milan. I am a talent acquisition specialist with over 6 years of experience hiring and interviewing in the 3 different regions around the world. Don't forget to subscribe. Now, let's talk about how you can ace your next interview. Tip number 1 is knowing how to answer. There are a few questions that are guaranteed to be on your next interview. Some of them are, tell me about yourself, where do you see yourself in 5 years, and what are your weaknesses? It is important to understand how to answer a question like this. Every interviewer is looking for a different type of answer. You have online, including YouTube, a bunch of people giving you formulas and templates. I don't know what their background is, but I am on the other side of those interviews asking those questions and talking with hiring leaders every single day. There is no perfect formula or template. All you need to do is understand how to structure your answer. I talked about it in my previous video. You can find it right here in the playlist or in the video description down below. Tip number 2 is what questions should you be asking? For most recruiters and hiring leaders, this is a make it or break it point. If you don't have any questions for us, we immediately think that you're not interested in the position, company, the team, or everything about it. If you're truly interested, you will have some questions ready for us. I have said this before and I will continue saying it in the future. So, what can you ask? Here are some of the examples. How does an interview process look like going forward? Can you tell me a little bit more about the team and how it impacts the overall company's success? Do you need anything else from me before the next stage interview? These are just some of the questions that I can think on top of my head. You can find the full video about this again in the right corner or in the video description down below. Tip number 3 is confidence and looks. One of the major decision makers for us as recruiters and hiring leaders is how confident you are during the interview and how do you look. Truth is, it should matter to us how you look like, and it should be a decision maker for us. Especially so if the position is client-facing or candidate-facing for the company. We need to make sure that you as a new team member would show up to the call confident and decent looking, because that call might change the company's future and success. There are a number of things that you can do to make sure that you're more confident and good looking, but it would be too long to talk about it in this video. That's why, as in the previous 2 tips, I have linked that video right here and in the video description. Tip number 4 is salary negotiation. I also made a video on this topic because there are 3 types of people. There are the ones who don't really know what their value is and they're underpriced themselves, the ones who think way too much and overprice themselves, and the ones who know exactly what their value is. You want to be in the last category, and there's a few things that you can do to make sure that you're in there. You can start by researching online what is the average salary on the market in the area or the industry that you're looking for. This can be a great starting point. Then you compare that with the value that you're bringing and that you brought in your previous companies in terms of achievements. Right around there, you will understand what your value is. Don't forget to check that out video as well, link in the description. Tip number 5 is be prepared. This is something that everybody needs to do and understand how important this is. Don't think that you can come to an interview without any preparation and ace it. That kind of outcome doesn't exist. Being prepared means that you took your time, researched the company and the job. One of the questions that I ask early on in an interview is, what do you know so far about us and the position? And if you don't have an answer for me right away, it's usually a bad sign. This doesn't mean that you will not get the job, but it doesn't make you look good. It's same as the tip number 2. It makes you look like you're not interested. These are, in my opinion, the most important area for you to pay attention when getting ready for your next job interview. I am sure that these tips will help you ace your interview and get the dream job. It's important that we all do what we love, and I'm here to make sure that you're ready to get that job. That's it for today. If this was helpful to you, leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.